Hey everybody, this is Melina from scrapbookingwithme.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. And today is another episode of M's Scrap Busters, and it is very simple, even though it looks a little complex, but it's very simple. And it is a 3-pocket tuck made from just junk mail envelopes, and I will show you in just a minute how I put it all together. I'll give you the full tutorial. Like I said, very simple, but I'm going to show you. There is the tuck spot there behind it, and I just have a piece of scrap cardstock that could easily be written on the back, and just put a tab and a little half circle at the top. I need to put some kind of little label or something at the top of it. And then you have tag here, and a tag here. So 3-pocket, and I'll hold this up a little bit so you can see it even better. There's the window part of the junk mail envelope, and there is your top pocket. Here is a side pocket, and then in the other half of the envelope there is the other pocket. Now you can see that envelope there. If you want to add paper on the inside, you can, to get that covered up, but then you just put it down on this side and this side when you get that done, and you have a tuck. And I have added this one into my great big jumbo scrapbook journal. And instead of this, I could always put a picture back here, tuck pictures behind it if I wanted to, or I could add a picture onto the back and just journal about that picture and add it just like that, and maybe, you know, a title as far as what the picture is or who it is or whatever. So that is what I'm going to show you how I made today, and you can push these tags down as far as you want. I like this tuck because it hangs out this way, and you can have your stuff hanging over the page. I really like how that looks. I like little peekaboo stuff peeking out. And then let's put this one back in there, and see, I've even covered, whoops, and I drop it in the floor. I've even covered that window on the inside, so if you don't have a tag in there for whatever reason, that's already all decorated too. Now let me get that out of the floor. There we go. So a nice addition to any journal. There goes something else falling off my desk. A nice addition to any journal, and it is super easy. There are a couple of measurements on this, but other than that, you're going to be decorating with scraps, so you don't have to have measurements for that. I'm just giving you measurements as far as tag sizes, but there again, whatever size envelope you are using, it might not be universal size, so you'll just have to play around with whatever size you need for your tags that go in yours. So I'm going to put that off to the side, maybe, if it will cooperate. And then I'm going to measure my envelope. I think this one is exactly like that one. So this one is just like 9 7/8 long. No, 8 7/8 long. It's almost, I mean, it likes this much being 9 inches long, and then it likes this much being 4 inches tall. So that's the size of my envelope, and then I'm gonna go to whatever point I need to go to, so that that entire window is on one side, and then we have this on the other side. So if I were to go halfway, I'd be in on that window. So you just have to play around with that also. and get up here where you got window left at the top. Okay, so this one isn't exactly that size because I had a little bit more room on it that way. And then what you're going to do on this end that does not have a window, go ahead and get you some glue, a glue stick, liquid glue, double-sided tape, whatever you want to use, and seal that one up. Okay, and then your opening is going to go outward this way. Now you can make this either way, to go on either page of your journal. So if you're going to make it and put it on like the front side page, then you need to make it this way. If you want it to go, let me find one that doesn't have a pocket. If you want it to go out that way, then you're going to have to turn this upside down from where you were going to do it and turn it that way, and then your window would go like this. Okay, I'm going to go that same way that I went this way on this one. Did I say this enough in that statement? Yes, I did. Before you tape up this end, you'll need to decorate somehow in here if you want to. And I don't want that showing, so I am going to decorate mine a tad bit. And I'm just going to get this paper. This was some of that beautiful paper that came in my Taperlogy box that I got a couple of months ago. And I'm just going to figure out how I want it. I kind of just love it like that. So I'm going to put some glue on the back side of this and just try not to go above and beyond. And put it down in there and try my best not to get the glue anywhere else but where it needs to go, because you'll close up your envelope and your pocket if you do so. Okay, so I'm just feeling around, making sure there's no glue on the outer edges so it closes up my pocket. I'm going to get my sticky scissors wherever they got off to, right there underneath my journal. And I'm going to cut off that excess and maybe use that for later. And then I'm going to get my glue stick and go ahead and close up this flap. Okay, so there is the start of your 3 pocket tuck already. Now you can overlap this top one as much as you want to on this one. I suggest if you have narrower pages, more narrow pages in your journal, that you might want to overlap it a wee bit more. Just so that it is more narrow. No, so let me show you. This was a really wide page, so I could go out a little further. If I wanted to put this on a more narrow page, let me get to one of those. That one's just as wide, I think. Here we go. Here's a narrow page. If you want to put it on a page like this, you need to go in there and go, okay, so this is about the space that I need to put this one. I don't need to make my pocket way out here because it won't fit on this, and then we'll have a lot of overhang. But you do it however you want to. I'm going to make a wider one like I did here, just so I can show you all of the decoration. But if you are working with narrow journal pages, you'll want to measure that first. You know, kind of get over here right in the cranny and then pull that out as far as you want it, and then make yourself a little pencil mark for how far back you need to decorate this flap, okay? Or this half. All right. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and decorate this part, and that's the easiest thing about this whole pocket, is you just need one little strip of something, and that's what makes it great that we keep our scraps, because you just need a little strip of something to put there. Now this is transparent, but what I think I will do is put a little bit of craft back behind it. Now let me get my scrap ball over here. Put a little bit of craft or something behind this and put this on top, because I love that. That's so pretty. That's another piece from the Taperlogy box, and I have Taperlogy linked in my description box below. So let me find a piece that shall be long enough. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's go a little wilder with our pieces. Let me get this over here safely so it doesn't fall everywhere. Okay, we might can use that later for decorating around that window. And now I'm just going to go about halfway of this half. This is a very pinky peach piece of dyed copy paper. It's not showing up that well on camera, but trust me, it's beautiful. So it looks like a little tie-dyed piece, and I think I want to put it like this, and make sure you got a messy rag handy to wipe up any excess. Fold it or turn it over on its back and get off all that excess glue. And then use your messy or sticky scissors and cut off excess. That's what I've done to decorate this entire thing, is just put on some stuff and then cut off all my excess. So kind of like collaging, but you don't have near as much to cover with this project. Okay, then this is a little transparent, see, that's got adhesive already on it, so need to get that backer off and try not to stick it down until I absolutely want it down. I love that. And I can go ahead and just wrap this around on the back side, because the back side's not going to be seen. Pretty. Okay, so that is taken care of, and I'm going to ink around the edges with my gathered twigs, and that's all that's going to be seen, so that's all I'm going to do. Now you make sure that your opening on the other half is up top here, so then it's going to go on like so in a moment. Beautiful already, y'all. Okay, and I think I want to try and use this piece here at the bottom, and I'm just going to tear and ink just the top, because that's probably all that's going to be seen, and then I'm going to glue along the bottom, and it's okay if you want to cover up a tad bit of that window. You can certainly do that. It's your project. Do what you want. Okay. And then some of this might get covered up. That right there might get covered up. However you decorate it, that's up to you. And whatever gets covered up, it scraps anyways, right? Right. Now, let's get our scrap bowl back and put a little bit of stuff maybe that goes along with this over here. So, I really like that. Wish I had a taller piece, but I really like that. It does go color-wise with that over there. Purple does not, though. And that's a little too bright. So let's find us some more little strips of stuff. We might have to go with a book page or dictionary page or something like that. And that is fine, too. I have another piece of that. And then I have a piece of that. That's too narrow. Okay, I like these pieces, and then maybe this piece underneath all of that, and I'll trim that down, ink around on these, and get them glued down. Okay, so there is that decorated. That one is decorated. We don't have to worry about the back. And I did a little bit of doodling on this one just to give it a little bit more interest. If you wanted to do a little bit of incoherent stamping, like script stamp, that would be cute on this. Like, let me show you. With this gray ink, so it's not going to show up terrible much, but like this is one of those postage stamps, and we could do just a little bit of, you know, incoherent stuff where it just gives it a little bit more vintage feel, like it's actually been through the machine at the post office or something, or stamped by the post office. So then you want to make sure that your pocket is fully open, both of them. Okay, then you want to get just the tiniest bit of glue on this piece, the piece with no window, and you want to put glue, just a tiny line down this side, and then just out to where it's going to be on the bottom. And then go ahead and do the same thing at the top. So you got glue 3 ways. And then you're going to layer this one up to, and the right way, that was upside down. Okay, lay it down like that, and then you're going to flip it over and make sure that all the edges, look at there. This one's wanting to give me some trouble. The other one gave me 0 trouble when I did that. Okay, so I might have a little bit of an issue once that is dry, making sure that that pocket is fully open. That's right there that we just created. But I'm going to let that dry. We're going to make our tags that go in here. And I've got a cut-off piece. This was 12 by 12 craft, and I've got a cut-off of that we will get our tags made out of. And for those tags, we need 2 of them to be 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So pick my trimmer up here. Okay, 3 3/4 is right there. And then 2 3/4 is right there. Let's get another one. Okay, so there's 2 of them, and then the other one needs to be 3 inches by 4 1/2 inches. So 4 1/2 by 3. Okay, so you could essentially get all 3 of these out of one long 12 by 12 strip, I think. But I just had a scrap piece. Now I'm going to use my diagonal corner punch, which is the tag punch from We Are Memory Keepers, and it is also the punch that has been on back order forever and ever and ever. So as soon as that gets back into stock, we have them already ordered. They just need to send them. So it makes perfect tag corners, and 3 different sizes, just like the corner rounder one that we carry in the shop. So I'm just making tag shape for all of mine. You do not have to do that. And I think on these, I'm going to round the bottom corners. Just because. And then you can decorate these however you want to, or no decoration needed at all, just so you have extra journaling space. It's just whatever you choose to do with your tags. At the top, I am going to use my crocodile, the largest hole, and just kind of eyeball middle. Not too particular about that kind of stuff. And one more. And then what I did was I put some baker's twine in the tops of them. Now you can use ribbon, whatever you would like to use, but I just used baker's twine, and I used like 3 different kinds in the one that I pre-made, but I'm just going to use this one color. It's like a creamy color with a silver twine or blingy something or other through it. And then I'm just going to put in library knots in the tops of all of these. So the way I do that is put the loose ends together. You got a loop, and then you got loose ends. I put the loose end, I put the loop through. There's a certain way I like for these to look. I put the loop through first, and then I pull through my strings, my loose ends, once I get them the same length, that is. Yep, that's the look I like. So if you like the loop, then you need to put your loose ends through first on the front side. If you like me, the string with just the loop showing at the top, you need to put the loop in first for your front. You could always turn it around this way, and this could be your front. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so 2 more times. big fat ribbon would be cute on this if you didn't worry about having too much bulk in your journal. That would be very cute. Of course, you could do these and make envelopes to fit them and put gift cards in these pockets and send off. So that could be like a holiday gift. That would be too cute. Not even worry about using it as a tuck, or make the card base as the back side and have your little letter tucked in the back and then glue that on top of your card base. Too cute. Just a unique kind of card. Alright, so our larger tag, these two are the same size. Our larger tag is going to go up top. Okay. And you could make it even wider if you wanted to. I like for my tags to come in and out super duper easily, so I make mine a little more narrow than probably anybody else would need to. And then I'm going to scooch this one around to make sure I have plenty of room in this pocket. So there's that one. And then here is this one. Now that one goes way down in there. If you wanted to make it taller, you could. But you can pull it out as far as you want there. Okay, and then we would just find us a big old page. Like so. See, that one would fit nicely there. You'd have a little bit of hang off here on the edge, and then you're just going to put, I put 1/8 inch score tape, so some kind of double-sided tape here, and then all the way along the bottom, and then you would glue that in just like that, and then you have this tuck space there back behind it. Ain't that cool? I just noticed I need to ink around all of it now that I've got it on here. But I just thought that was the cutest thing, and no, I did not see this made anywhere else. My little old mind just thought about it the other day because I have so many pieces of junk mail or so many junk mail envelopes in my stash. Brandon keeps saving me all of them, and so I've got them all just piled on my shelf above my head here. And I thought, I need to do something else with these, and I want to make pockets just out of the envelopes. So how could I do that? And this is what I come up with. So I thought it was a very unique little idea, and who knows, maybe somebody else out there in YouTube land has came up with this before, but I have not seen it. And I looked for junk mail envelope pockets for a little while and never found anything like it so that I could give credit to somebody. So, you know, I tried. But that is what I come up with for today's M Scrapbusters. I hope that you have some junk mail that you can use for this this challenge, because it sure is fun to make any of these. But I love these junk mail envelopes, these junk mail pockets. They turned out so well, in my opinion, and very useful in our journals. So if y'all make them, make sure to tag me, M Scrapbusters or Melina Pylant, either one, and I can find you and leave you some love, whether it's here on YouTube or over on Facebook or Instagram. Just use those hashtags and I will find you, as long as you have everything, your account public or whatever. Okay, y'all have a great day. God bless. Love ya. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.